Hello and welcome everybody, and thank you for tuning in today's video. As you read from the title of the video as well, this is essential tips and tools for beginner artists. These are the things that I would have wanted to know before I made all the silly purchases that I did, and kind of crappy purchases as well. But this can also be good for the holidays that's coming up, as we have Christmas where we're giving or getting gifts. These are some good things to get and get for others as well. And for the new year, this is a good practice or new hobby, new skill, or even a transition to a new career, and you want to know what tools do you need as a beginner to get up there. So here we are. This will be for traditional and digital artists as well. So I do want to start off with what I drew on and what I drew with the first things being a regular notebook and I don't even think this is a 2 pencil. It was a 2 pencil, but these are the things that I used at first. Now there's better options. There is just better options due to the lines on the paper. To some people it can essentially be good, especially if it's a college ruled pen notebook. It's a little bit helpful for maybe perspectives, how to or FOV or fishbowl perspective. I believe that is fishbowl eye, fish eye, one or the other. Sorry for not having the correct term. But transitioning afterwards, I started using heavyweight paper. Now, heavyweight paper, it's not bad. It's acid free. I just think one of the biggest cons for me, because I sweat a lot through my hands no matter what I do. If I'm playing a game, if I'm talking to somebody, I'm always sweating through my hands. It's a problem. I really do think it's a problem. Brother, and I would sweat on the paper and it would leak out. Sometimes you can see from my sketches the little pieces of lead pencils or the lead from it in the back, like if I was trying to shade originally. And these are all from, well, majority of them are from the construction paper, or not construction paper, the weight paper as well. But I started drawing on the weight paper either with pen, which is it's not the best, because when I started, I made a lot of mistakes. I didn't know where and how to start. So having a pen and just making mistakes and not being able to go over them or erase them was very difficult. So that's why I grabbed a lead pencil. Now this lead pencil I started out with is a 0.7. Now majority of lead pencils are 0.7, but I do recommend going lower. I wouldn't say the thinner the pen, the lead is, the better, but in certain situations, it is helpful, especially sketching, especially if it's a rough draft and then going into your finalizing everything. It's better to start off with the smaller 0.5, 0.3 maybe, and then maybe ending with a 0.7, or just still having the 0.5 or anything else. Now, as I mentioned, my problem with the weight paper from the spiral book, me sweating from my palms and the lead, or sometimes even the ink when I did use pen, unfortunately, it was a little difficult for me, or discouraged, or even got in my hands. Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not that serious, but for me it just made me insecure. Now, a better alternative that I coincidentally found myself was cardstone paper. Maybe I'm not pronouncing it right, but this is how it looks. It has from this brand right here. This is inverted, so I'll leave an image right here. Oh no, right here, sorry. But yes, right here. Now, this stone paper is better for the environment, which I'm happy to hear. Sometimes I just don't know what is and what isn't, so it's better to be educated on that. But not only is it better for the environment, it's amazing. Like, it's acid free. It's like it doesn't leak. When I'm using my lead pencil and my sweat is on the paper from my palms, it's whatever I'm touching, everything the back of my palm is, or this area, I don't know which area this of my hand this is, and it's getting on the paper, it doesn't leak out. There's no drift. There's not that much on. It's not spreading like how it did on the weight paper as well. Better. Now, I also did receive this as a gift from my girlfriend. It's another sketchbook, and I love it. It's not essentially the weight paper, but it feels like a better material, and it's pretty huge. And look at the size of this. At first I was amazed how big it was, and I was like, "Hey yo!" Pause. But I was just amazed. I didn't know where to start, how to, and one of the things I was told was that I draw small. So I think it was best to get over this and just tackle it. So I think this was one of the best purchases that I can make, or not purchases, the best gift that I can get. Thank you to my girlfriend. And look, one of my favorite drawings is Sasuke, Cursed Mark Sasuke with a Renegon, and just his regular Sharingan. Now, if you're not into anime, of course, maybe you do not know. If you are, hopefully you're educated enough. But if not, it's not that serious. I love this drawing. I did it in one take. I did it in one sitting, and I loved it. And I love the size of the paper, the volume, the depth, the width. I can flip upside down. There is more drawings here, but I'm not about to go through all. That's not what the point of the video is. Now, that is what I drew on and a little bit of what I drew with. And now let's go to what I drew with. Now, when I did first start drawing, I was drawing with a pencil, and I bought that lead pencil, and I was confused about the 0.7. I didn't know if that mattered, but I did receive a gift, and that was these pencils right here. Now I gotta put the thing down. This is a big briefcase. Now, what these pencils are essentially great for is shading, coloring. As you see, we have coloring, but really shading. Now, I draw a lot of cartoonish anime style, so it's not often we use different HB, 2B, but could be. It's always good. I just started using this more often because I want to draw a little bit more on the realism sides, or just add more shading and to understand shading, lighting, and all the corrections in that area. So these are excellent to have. It's excellent not only just to have a lead pencil, but regular pencils, as in like the 4B, 2B. They all have their different darkness and lighting. Finger, but I'm gonna take it. But all with essentials, and all essentially good to have as well. Now, with those pencils, I don't essentially use, as I mentioned, I draw a lot of more in a cartoon style, manga style, anime style, in some certainties, as you've seen from the Sasuke drawing. And if you can look at my page, there's other drawings like that as well. But if we're getting into pencils for shading, there's also color pencils. Now, a lot I do recommend is rich, vibrant. It is a little best to get the expensive pencils, coloring pencils, because of the texture, the way it absorbs, the way it's shading, and mixture with others as well. It's good, but I'm pretty sure you saw those video of that one guy using Dollar Tree coloring pencils, dipping it in water, and then you can do that too. It's not that serious majority of times, but it is helpful, especially when you're starting to draw and learning. This is tips for beginners. Now, with the coloring pencil I showed you, I used it to, I don't think I had to blur out some of the rest of the manga because, you know, legal copyrights or stuff, but I use it to shade in my manga as well, and it did a great job for me to understand coloring and shading using coloring pencils. That was a great way to do it, and I loved it. It was amazing, and I got lazy afterwards and didn't pick it up again. Now, going to exactly what I use on a day-to-day basis, especially when I do draw, is the lead pencils. Now, I did show you the 0.7 that I did use. Later on, I went to Target, found a 0.5. Now, it did have at the bottom, like a nice bottom to it, but I took it off to have the eraser and use the eraser because the eraser was actually great. And then I lost the bottom to it. But it's a great pencil. I can't remember what brand it is, but a 0.5. It's what really matters is the size. 0.5. I really rely on 0.5 now. I thought I needed smaller, like a 0.3, but no. You could do a lot with a 0.5. You can start rough draft your sketches originally and then outline them perfectly with the 0.5. You could start with a 0.5 and end with a 0.5. Shading wise, you could, in some certainties, you really could. Now, speaking about these other sizes, I did order from, I'm pretty sure you guys seen it from TikTok, the TikTok shop, but I didn't get it from the TikTok shop. I got it from Amazon and I sold it on TikTok. These lead pen, oh my god, this is dirty, embarrassing. That's okay, I hope no embarrassment. Anyways, these contain different types of lead pencils and the lead with it, which is very, very essential to have. It's very great to have extra lead because lead pencils break very often, especially the smaller the sizes, the more often it breaks. That's where I come into play with a 0.3. The 0.3 pencil, 0.3 lead pencil, I thought was very essential at first. It helped me in a lot of situations, but it broke too often. And not only did it break too often, but it was just, no, I think it just broke too often. It discouraged me a lot from using a 0.3, but maybe it was the material, whatever. But I even bought extra lead pencil for it, but it's a repeating pattern, trying to fix it, fix the pencil, insert it breaking inside. 0.3 was a little annoying for me. Now, I'm still confused if it's maybe the pencil itself from the brand that's not that helpful. But 0.3 can be best helpful for you, for others, so that's why I'm still throwing the device. Now, from what I showed you, the display of other lead pencils, it also came with coloring a 2 point, not a 0.5, 0.3, a 2 point lead pencil. Now, or it's not essentially a lead pencil, it's just a regular pencil in a way. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where the pencil is at. I draw very too often to know where certain of my materials are at, and they get mixed up a lot. Sorry, I should have been ready for the video, but I wasn't. It's okay. But for the 2 point, it ends like a regular pencil now, a little obviously more sharpened, and the tool or the display, the case comes with a sharpener for the 2 point lead pencil. And this is great for, as I mentioned, these styles, regular pencils shaped like this or the edges like this is best for shading. It also comes with different variety of colors to help you shade in different colors as well. So I do recommend, if you do see that type of display or that type of case with lead pencils and other materials, grab it. TikTok shop, Amazon. It is cheap, it is nice, but just a 0.3 that breaks too often, it's not that serious. Honestly, we're artists, we should use these to our advantages at many points. But yes, not only did it come with amazing tools, it came with a great eraser. I don't know the specific brand. No, there we go. It's a Clean 4B. This type of erasers are amazing. Clear 4Bs erase basically everything. It's like starting over. It's legit like starting over. It's just great to have something that actually erases after you draw something, because you feel like you're in there just erasing, and then you erase more, and it's annoying. But Clean 4B is amazing. Okay, so I just accidentally tried to end the video, so this will be in before the end of the video, but I just want to say it out loud so future me editing this video is aware to put it in the right order. Okay, so this is future version or editing version of me, and I just wanted to take this time to say to me, what about yourself? Anyways, another purchase is studying with books. Go online, see what other artists say. Now, I've gotten these books from a coworker of mine. He's amazing. He's Chris Tats. He does tattoo. He's a great drawer. He also does tattoos, and he happened to see that I was drawing as well and was inspired by it a little bit, and was like, hey, I have these extra books and I would love to give it to you. And it helped me so much. I thank him so much for inspiring me as another artist, because his art is amazing. It's an inspiration and motivation. Other artists and their inspirations, motivations, it does wonders. That's another gift itself. That's another thing you need to invest in. Gifting others, inspiring others, motivating others. Put yourself out there. It's okay. We all gonna feel insecure. I make terrible art. I feel like I make terrible art, and I'm making a video about what art supplies to make. It's okay. Love it. As long as you love it, That's where it all starts. Now moving from traditional art, we'll be going to digital art, as I feel like I covered enough of the basics of the essential things we need as beginner artists and things that I wish I knew beforehand. And, you know, give something in the comments if you feel like there's something I missed or very essential for beginner artists to use, their tools and tips for them as well, especially purchasing these new materials and gravitating to use it as well. So please comment down below what would help. Now, moving from digital artists, I want to start with how I started. Now, I recommend for certain people. I started with a Wacom tablet. There were benefits to this Wacom tablet. Now, you're thinking like, oh yeah, it's just a Wacom tablet. What's so serious about it? No. It's not the one with the display. It's this. It's this. Now, there's nothing really wrong with it. It helped me draw. I was able to draw certain times. It's just my eye coordination from my monitor to the tablet. It was hard for me at first, and I was new at drawing already, so it was just too much of a rush for me. Now I should give it a try. Honestly, it's not that bad. But the big benefit that came from this was the softwares. Now, the Wacom tablet also gave me the free purchase or a 1-year purchase, maybe a free 1-year purchase in between. Anyways, I was able to have Clip Studio Paint. Amazing. Clip Studio Paint is amazing. First off, since it was a free software given to me, it was great. I had no problems with it. I worked around with it. I didn't even see nothing to work around if it was difficult. There was just more to discover each time I was learning to draw, and it was helpful. It really was. Clip Studio was really helpful, but so is other software. So please, if you do have the time, take the time out to see other softwares, watch other videos to go through other softwares. Unfortunately here, I've only experienced and only used one software, which is Clip Studio Paint. So there's only a bias to that. Maybe essentially, if you guys want a video like that, I can draw on Procreate or another software for about a week and compare the two, or 2 weeks, maybe that'll be better. But yeah, so after I made the mistake, or it wasn't really a mistake, but after I tried using this tablet, my girlfriend thought it was a better idea to get me the better thing, and that was a Game On display. A Game On display tablet. Now, it's only specifically a pen display, so with this, I would have to plug into my laptop. I would have to start with plugging it into the outlet to charge it or for its power source, and then plug the HDMI into the PC or whatever monitor that I was using to draw, or to use the software to draw on. So it essentially needed an extra PC or extra laptop hardware, which was helpful, but it was inconvenient and many a times. It was great to have this. This did a lot for me. It had all these hot bars and these keys. It was amazing. And I could change the color saturation, the color hue, and it would help me so much to have this information and to know. So my girlfriend doing this for me was really the best thing to help me into digital art, because with the Wacom tablet that I did have, I started to give up a little bit. But when I got introduced to this, I tried, and I'm gonna be honest, it was hard for me. Even after receiving this, it was difficult for me. I felt like I was having a hard time understanding the displays and getting into it. I thought maybe it just wasn't for me. Maybe it just wasn't. But then I started with learning how to use digital drawings and the softwares more better, and to learn afterwards. But when I started getting better, I wanted to push myself. And to push myself, I made another purchase. Now, actually, I made this purchase myself, but my girlfriend eventually did buy me another purchase to help me, but I'll get into that later. Now, that purchase is an iPad. Now, what I'm showing you is an iPad 11th generation, and this cost me about maybe $360, $350. Now, there are two iPads like this. There's the 11th generation and 10th generation. Now, I do want to specify that there isn't a big difference. One has a better processor chips in this 11th generation. Obviously, this does not have Apple Intelligence. It doesn't have whatever it does, like for like I was in Zoom meetings and it helped track the camera, or like it followed me when I moved around. Not that essential for drawing. I'm just mentioning the benefits in that way. But either or, it's not bad. Now, what's specifically needed is a certain pen. Showing you the rest of the case of the iPad, my girlfriend got me the iPad case. It was white. It's amazing because my PC setup and all that stuff is white. My chair is white and black. It's amazing. I love that she did that. It's a great detail. Now, what really blew my mind and wish I took more consideration of, I have no problem with this iPad. I can say this is a great way to start. If you want to start, obviously, I'm saying this is a great way to start. You don't have to get an iPad Pro, but you can. Of course you can. It's the better version. It's an upgrade. Now, when you're making these purchases, be very careful about what pen, what Apple Pen you get. Why I say this is the whole reason I made this video. I went on TikTok and found out, oh, there's more than one Apple Pen? First off, my girlfriend was the person that told me that there's more than one Apple Pen. She told me, oh, just connect it by putting a magnet on that iPad. I left it there, it didn't connect. Oh, why? I got the USB-C version. I'm like, okay, not that serious. So it's USB-C, it's the latest version, whatever. I have a lot of USB-Cs, it's so convenient. Now, there's no big drawback, but in a way it can be for majority of artists, and I want you to take this into consideration if it's benefit for you. It doesn't have Apple pressure, or it doesn't have pressure sensitivity. Now, if you don't know what pressure sensitivity is just the amount of pressure you put on your pen and the mark that it leaves. Now, if you, for an example, if you start out with light pressure, it'll be thin lines, but if you put hard pressure on the pen, on drawing it somewhere, you see thicker lines. This doesn't have it. It has tilt pressure, tilt sensitivity, and all this whatnot. This USB-C pen can connect to a lot of other iPads. It just does have its drawbacks in a way, and that's its only drawback. It hasn't affected me, but it's the reason why I made this entire video, because wow, I wish I would have known. I wish there was somebody told me. I wish I would have thought about this beforehand. So here I am. Here I am making the video, making this long video because of an Apple Pen. And I love it. I still love it. I still love the iPad. I use the iPad because it's so convenient taking it anywhere to go. And I have Clip Studio Paint right there. I can take a picture of my drawings and either color over it, practice it, reflect it, or practice from my iPad, erase whatever I need to erase, and then do traditional art and help me practice. It's amazing to have. Great. See, that's good for you. I'm stopping this recording right here because recording me was so worried about editing version of me. But guess what? What about you? Because he forgot to left out one important detail. So that detail, or that extra tool, would be a paper or sketchbook light screen protector for the iPad for a more realistic and better grip and feel while drawing digitally on your iPad as well. And here's a picture of the one I just got from Amazon. I legit got to show you guys that I got, and then recording me didn't even show you guys. Worried about the wrong thing. All right, continue the video. And for the final product that I want to give out to you artists, beginner artists. Now, if you're having trouble with digital art, or transitioning to traditional art to digital art, you want to use your drawing, take a picture of it, and just draw over it to digital art, convert it to digital art by tracing over your own art. See how I specify your own art? Your own art. Or if you want to use your own art, or you want to make recordings, time-lapse videos, get a USB with the USB-C. It's just convenient. That's it. It's convenient for content, it's convenient for that, transferring files, your pictures of your photos and your drawings to whatever software you need. Boom. So I want to thank you all, and hopefully this helps you as much as this should have helped me in the beginning of when I first started drawing. So take care. Have a good one, everybody.